Hello, Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club. Why don't you look at my flags here? See my flags? Up there's my windsock. There's my plane. Wind's about 15 to 20 mile an hour, according to our windometer or whatever. So if you, sorry if you can't hear me over the wind in the video. But I'm nuts. I'm going to try to fly in this, and I don't care. I haven't been able to fly, and I know y'all are seeing, well, we see videos all the time, but you got to remember, when I go out flying, I'll make 8-10 videos, and then I may not fly for 2 weeks because of weather or work or whatever. And that's why I keep taking it, and I'll put one video up almost every day, but it may actually be 2 weeks since I've actually flown. All right, well anyway, here's the Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2. I do have flaps, definitely won't need them. And I'm sorry if the wind is real loud on the video, and the GoPro has a great wind filter, so if you're still hearing a lot of wind noise, that just gives you an indication of how strong the wind actually is. All right, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. Or, I'm sorry, right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. Motor's on, timer set for 6.5 minutes. There we go. That plane's like, what are you doing to me? It's so windy. Yeah, the AS3X is going to have to be working overtime today to keep that plane rocking. That's half throttle right now. Yeah, half throttle, and she's just barely moving forward. Now I have a complete stock setup on her, so you know, it's whatever came with the model. The only mod I've done is to the little wheel pants there. Yeah, look, she's gonna actually start flying backwards. I mean, flying in wind can be fun, but it needs to be with a plane that you're extremely, you know what, let's drop the flaps and do a little more of that windsurfing here. Look at her. She's going backwards. It's 3/4 throttle. 3/4 throttle. I'm not hovering, that's just me keeping the wings level against the wind. I guess in that sense I'm hovering. But see, this is soaring. So take the flaps out. Yeah, she'll get more of a straightforward attitude now. All right. Yeah, you're seeing a plane almost stand still. And then vortex generators, they help with that stability too at slow motion or slow flight. Yeah, this is really weird. So it's really, this is like flying a kite right now. A powered kite. That's what this is. This is a powered kite. And I knew today was going to be windy, but we're in April, you know, first part of halfway through April. March, April, first part of May in Florida is super, super windy. So you just kind of have to deal with it. Of course, landing is going to be interesting. Definitely not, these light little planes I'm not going to try for with the runway landing, because it'll flip it right on over. But even crabbing it in at an angle, and then straighten up at the very end, the wind is whipping I mean, if I can feel the wind whipping around my ankles, then this little 2 or 3 pound plane is going to get blown right on over. So I'm going to definitely land into the wind. The only danger really honest, the real danger with flying in the wind like this is when you get real low and a sudden gust low hits your wing sideways, and that will knock your plane straight to the ground really quick if you're not ready for it. And actually get a little bit of a knife edge here. Good looking little plane though. But anyways, look at that. Just this kind of a wind challenge today. And flying in wind, like I say though, you can do it, you can have fun with it. It's really great if you get a constant breeze from one direction, because when that gives you something to fly against. But do it with planes that you're super confident with. Yeah, super confident with. If you're going to do any kind of crazy maneuvers, do them up high. All right. Okay, well that's the, all right, we're going to take it one more time. We'll do another landing. I'm running a 2600, there's a little bit of a knife edge here. Oh, nice, actually, all the way around, knife edge. I'm running a 2600 3S center, and oh, see that right there, that sudden dip. There we go. All right, folks. Well, there you go. What do you want to hear before you touch a model?
Motor off.
Motor off. I ran her for 4 minutes, actually 4.5 minutes, and had the timer set for 6.5. Only ran her for 4.5. But a lot of 3/4 to full throttle power. So let's see what kind of juice we have left in the tank. Now, 2700 is where I've got this 2700 Hobby Star at. When you're flying in the wind, okay, and you're comfortable with that plane, put the biggest battery you can handle, that the plane can handle, or what the plane calls for. This plane calls from like a 18 or a 15, or I'm sorry, I can't talk, a 1300 all the way up to like a 2200. But the 2700 here fits in the same space that a 2200 will fit. But you want to put the biggest, heaviest battery you can fit in a plane when you're flying in the wind. It gives it better wind penetration, and it just seems to give you a little better better control. But just keep, in regards to your CG, make sure you're, make a CG cognizant, I can't say that word, when you put a bigger battery. Typically the bigger the battery, the further back it goes. All right, I don't know. Oh, I've got 3.9, 73%. So I could have flown for actually 5 more minutes, but we're going to call that quits. Because the other thing you have to consider when flying in the wind, yes, it can be fun, but you're making those ailerons and those servos and all your control surface servos work a little bit of more so than normal, because they're especially if you've got AS3X, so they're constantly compensating for that wind on top of what you're making them do. So just remember that. Okay, folks, well, there you go. That was a fun windy flight with the Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2. Great plane, great flying plane, perfect trainer. And this is Fat Guy Flies RC saying thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for being a viewer, subscribers, or just stopping by to say hello. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then planes. Bye-bye, y'all.